The following video is produced to inform about an ongoing process. It's not done for entertainment purposes. This video gives an insight about the frequent discourses on how to judge breaking battles. Anybody new to the topic will ask himself the same questions. Therefore, we suggest to watch this video to get an idea about the current state and get some inspiration to help us move into a more professional direction. Every idea and every concept here is of open source. We do not create anything to make claims, but to improve the texture of this culture. Why is it necessary to develop a structured judging system for breaking competitions? Breaking culture has been developing for more than 4 decades. What started in the Bronx in the 70s has been a worldwide phenomenon since the early 80s. The various organizations of competitions are in need of a system for the following reasons. First, consistency. Until the 2000s, competitions were judged without any consistency across the different events. Judges were chosen based on name or reputation with no scrutiny or analysis in regards to judging ability. As a result, no uniformity was present in judging. Even though making judgment within any art or sport is a subjective one, there should still be some level of unity as to what is valued and to what those values should mean. Some agreed conventions need to be implemented, or the value of judging is defined. This means that training and dialogue are necessary to establish an agreed and reproducible approach. Second, fairness. Judges need to be trusted and respected. They need to demonstrate that they are free from bias. Bias comes in many forms, and an awareness of it enables one to reduce the possibility of incidents. It is necessary to do this to get a more objective decision. It is hard to have faith in anyone you think may be incompetent or corrupt. There are a number of issues that need to be considered. Judging is a skill that needs to be developed and practiced. The ability to make quick assessments is not necessarily a natural one and must be refined and reinforced over many years. Third, transparency. A system must be able to provide feedback for the participants and the audience. By means of the trivium, we can express and evaluate the performance and thereby have the means to provide that feedback. At the same time, there is the opportunity to provide different levels of detail. This enables the performer and the audience to learn what values are rated and the reasons for those decisions. It also allows the judge to make meta-observations, thereby facilitating the ability to self-analyze decisions. Transparency allows for the education of all involved. Fourth, accountability. In the case of a judge displaying bias or preference, there needs to be some form of penalty. The trivium allows decisions to be tracked and for any major deviations to be identified and questioned. The head judge will be assigned the power to remove and replace any offending judge he suspects of contravening the code of conduct. It is an imperative that every judge should be fair and accountable for their decisions. Fifth, trust. As organizations become bigger, less and less details are transparent to those outside. This can easily lead to resentment. The organization with its entire machinery is supposed to represent the culture. Therefore, a connection with the culture must be maintained. Any organization involved in the scene needs to remain in contact with the community. This responsibility means that the best interests of the scene should be pursued. 6. Maturity. As we move into the future, there is a need for all the previous points to be reflected on if we are to develop a mature system and scene. There should be attention paid to improving the whole process and providing training and support to those chosen to undertake the important duty of judging. As more and more statistics are collected, we hope that we can identify if there are any specific deficiencies in how judging is done and if any improvement can be made in the process. Over time, the rules change, and this must also be reflected in any system.